Andy Ray Mill, born February 11, 1953 in Fort Collins, Colorado, is a former alpine ski racer on the U.S. ski team. He was two-time Olympian, competing primarily in the downhill and combined events on the World Cup circuit. Ski career. Born in Fort Collins, Mill moved with his family to Laramie, Wyoming, before relocating to Aspen, Colorado in the early 1960s. Mill was an accomplished junior racer and made the U.S. ski team in 1971. And in 1974, Mill competed at the World Championships in St. Moritz, Switzerland, for the next 7 years. When not injured, he was America's top downhill racer. In the mid-1970s, Mill was nicknamed Wild Hund, Wild Dog, by Europeans for his gritty style and appearance. Long hair and beard. Mill's finest hour was at the 1976 Winter Olympics in Innsbruck, Austria, where he placed 6th in the downhill at Patschurkoffel, which was won dramatically by Franz Klammer of Austria. Mill's finish was the best by an American in the men's downhill in 24 years, since Bill Beck's 5th place in 1952. Mill had placed 5th in the previous year's World Cup event on the same run, his best World Cup finish. Following the Olympics, Mill won the downhill at the 1976 U.S. Alpine Championships. 2 years later, he competed at the 1978 World Championships in Garmisch, West Germany, and the 1980 Olympics in Lake Placid, where he was 16th in the downhill. His racing career ended in January 1981 after a serious crash in a training run on the Laberhorn in Wengen, Switzerland. In 1988, Mill was presented with the U.S. Olympic Spirit Award in recognition for overcoming adversity in the 1976 Olympic Games, where he placed 6th in the downhill. Even though injured, his lower right leg was so badly bruised from a training injury that he could not stand without pain the day before the race. In order to compete, he froze his leg in the snow minutes before entering the starting gate. World Cup results. Top 10 finishes. World Championship results. From 1948 through 1980, the Winter Olympics were also the World Championships for alpine skiing. Olympic results. After ski racing. Since his retirement from ski racing in 1981, Mill has worked as a ski racing commentator with ESPN, NBC, ABC, and CBS. He has a syndicated show in major ski areas in the U.S., entitled Ski with Andy Mill, which he hosts, writes and produces. Mill has served on the boards of the Aspen Educational Foundation, the U.S. Olympic Educational Ski Foundation for the U.S. Ski Team, Aspen Winter Club Foundation, and National Atlantic Salmon Fishing Federation. After his ski racing career concluded, Andy Mill found another passion, tarpon fishing. A lifelong fisherman, he brought a similar level of dedication and perfection to fishing. Although he admittedly struggled for quite a few years, he eventually mastered the art of tarpon fishing and went on to become only the second angler to win 5 Gold Cup tarpon tournaments and be a Triple Crown winner in tarpon fishing, Gold Cup, Holly, and Golden Fly. Mill has also hosted an outdoor show on OLN as well as fished for a number of fish including marlin, sailfish, bonefish, and permit, among others. Personal life. He was divorced from his first wife, Robin, a former Miss California, on July 30, 1988 in Boca Raton, Florida. Andy Mill married tennis star Chris Evert, whom he had met 19 months earlier at a New Year's Eve party at the Hotel Jerome in Aspen. After 18 years of marriage and 3 sons, they were divorced in December 2006 in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, citing irreconcilable differences. Evett had left Mill for golfer and former friend of the couple, Greg Norman. Mill received $7 million in cash and securities from Evett, the $4 million house in Aspen, and several vehicles. After their divorce, Mill wished Evett and Greg Norman happinesses. He became engaged to Deborah Harvick of Aspen in 2009 and proposed marriage after their third date. Mill and Harvick married shortly before Evett and Norman separated after only 15 months of marriage. Harvick, whom Mill also describes as his best friend, enjoy such hobbies together as biking along coastlines, skiing, fishing, and bow hunting. 1. Andy Mill at the International Ski Federation. FizSki.com, World Cup season standings, Andy Mill. SkiDB.com, results, Andy Mill. Andy Mill. Olympics at SportsReference.com. Sports Reference LLC. Sports Illustrated, The Downhill. Majesty and Madness, the 11th of February 1980. Marriage. About.com. Mill Evett divorce 2006.